Rex Tillerson out as Secretary of State. Oh, ExxonMobil just lost the job of running the State Department. He's going to be replaced by pro-torture advocate Mike Pompeo. You might remember when Mike Pompeo was getting his confirmation hearing in January of 17, people like Dianne Feinstein on her Twitter feed were like, we can't have Mike Pompeo in office. We don't support torture, Mr. President. And then she voted for Mike Pompeo. Just so you know, Mike Pompeo, one of the people that voted for him was Democrat Dianne Feinstein. That's why Mike Pompeo got the CIA gig, and now he's in charge of the State Department. So ExxonMobil's out, torture's in. Torture probably was always in, right? Obama did it. Bush did it. Here's this just happened earlier today, and this is an article that I'm reading on yahoo.com. It's probably an AP. They just repost a lot of stuff. And of course, it goes into no criticism of Tillerson or Pompeo or anything. It's just reporting what happened. Hey, we're just being a journalist. We're just telling you what happened. People need to know. Well, yeah, I can just go to Twitter because this is how Tillerson find out was Trump's tweet. Mike Pompeo, director of the CIA, will become our new Secretary of State. He will do a fantastic job. Thank you, Rex Tillerson, for the service. Gina Haspel will become the new director of the CIA, the first woman chosen. Congratulations to all. First female head of the CIA. There we go. That's what I love talking. This is what diversity and equality looks like in the corporate state. Women are now allowed to run awful institutions, and it's great. It's good. She can have a secret budget that's not in the regular budget, and she can order the assassination of people, and she doesn't need congressional approval to go murder people, mainly poor people, and to, she can go against the Constitution and the Bill of Rights when she monitors people here in the good old US of A. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. According to CNN, Tillerson was informed by Chief of Staff John Kelly last week that he would be replaced, though Tillerson wasn't given a time frame for the transition. Trump and Tillerson have continually butted heads throughout Tillerson's time as Secretary of State with their policy disagreements, including how to respond to Korea, the Paris Climate Accord. Oh, God, when conservative assholes argue, it's fantastic. The Iran nuclear deal and Russian interference in the presidential election. Tillerson also came under fire for reports that he called Trump a moron. Does anyone have a running tab on how many people Trump has fired? Seems like a stable White House. Things are easy, smooth, picking the best people. They're there for a long time. They really know. Everyone knows what they're doing. Yeah, this is it. This is the last thing is Trump's use of Twitter is quite different from President Obama's, and while many have questioned the content of his tweets and how they impact national interests in the past, some are now calling out his use of the platform to fire high-level officials. Rachel King posted, James Comey found out that about his firing via cable news. Tillerson reportedly found out his ouster via Twitter. Will the next one come out on Snapchat stories, Instagram DM, Venmo payment message? Well, that's funny. So, this is more insanity. The Trump White House. Rex Tillerson, was one of the more flagrant appointments for Trump. Just the former head of ExxonMobil is running the State Department. If there was ever a question, like we're an oil, like as George Carlin said, we're an oil company with an army. So an oil executive is running the State Department. That's not former military, not an oil executive who's got deals all over the planet. And Mike Pompeo is like, well, this is the thing with Trump and his cabinet. This is why when I hear people on the left, we got to get rid of Trump, get rid of Trump. I mean, part of me would kind of like to see him get impeached because I know it would kill his ego. But then who's he replaced with? Mike Pence. I mean, Tillerson's out. Who's he replaced with? Mike Pompeo. Awful, awful people being replaced by horrible people. I mean, that's what's going on. And I don't know this Gina woman, but I'm sure she's just got to be a fantastic piece of work. I'm sure she just like tortures her own whatever. I'm sure we'll find out about her soon. She's got to be great. And it also shows the corporate media and how they handle these things. They just go into these he said, she said type reporting. Well, Tillerson said this, Trump said that. You decide. What? How about some critique? How about some criticism? How about some opinion that isn't fueled by the corporate machine? A little bit here, a little critical of Trump firing people on Twitter, which, okay, that's a good thing to criticize, that a president is doing this, just like some petty little boss or something. But this is, fairly significant. And it just shows that Trump doesn't know what he's doing. And the Democrats' solution is just anyone but Trump. Resist Trump. There's no policy there. How would you handle North Korea? How would you handle Russia? How would you handle the Middle East? How would you handle the 8 wars that we're currently in? How would you handle the military budget? How would you handle the student loan debt crisis? How would you handle the mortgage bubble? Again, tell me how you're going to handle these things so I don't have to watch this circus of revolving jackasses through the fucking Trump White House. God damn, you're stupid. Democrats, Democratic Party. Pull your head out of your ass and get us some actual people we can get behind. I'm done with the lesser of two evils. When I was interviewing Amanda Cummings, I proposed this thing and she had a great response. I said, wouldn't it be amazing if during an election we were saying, wow, I like both of these candidates really well. I'd be happy if either one of them was president. I just like this person for these issues a little bit more than the other one. But if the other one won, that'd be awesome. Wouldn't that be amazing? And the only way for that to happen is if we have an actual thriving, engaged democracy, not a plutocracy, not a bunch of oligarchs running a kleptocracy. See, a lot of clocracies I'm throwing in there. And this is all the more reason. I say it time and time again, we got to get progressives in there. 2018 is the year. Get actual progressives in there. Don't just get a Democrat because it's Doug Jones who barely beat a pedophile in Alabama, but get real progressives. Make sure, do your research, find your local candidates and get them in there so we don't have to watch this Mickey Mouse bullshit anymore. Thanks for supporting the show, you guys. My name's Graham Elwood, and you are all political vigilantes making Gotham great again.